and welcome back to another episode of Main Event Wrestling, and this is WWE Smackdown vs. Raw 2007. Yes, it is our first foray into this one here on Main Event Wrestling, and this is Midcard Madness. So what's the plan with Midcard Madness? Well, got a selection of matches for you. We're just gonna have a bit of fun, enjoy ourselves, and we're gonna see some wrestlers from back in the day that we, knew, love. You'll recognise a lot of them. For example, in our opening contest, it's going to be Kane versus Rob Van Dam. Were they really in the mid-card during 2007, 2006, 2008? No. They were very much like, semi-main eventers, upper mid-carders, shall we say. But, it's all well and good. It's all well and good. Trust me, there's going to be a couple now be down the pecking order, and yeah, we're pretty much going to run with that. There's going to be no breaks, no talking in the, at the end of matches or anything like that. Setting up next one is literally just going to be boom, 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 done. Job's goodie. One after another. So, our opening contest, Kane versus Rob Van Dam, had a very intense rivalry back in 2003. Yes, they did. After Kane removed his mask after losing to Triple H. Anyway, so this is our opening contest, so let's wrestle. Alrighty then. Kane RVD here with a little bit of mid-card madness greatness. So, bring it on, Rob. I am the big red machine, Kane. I mean, it's been an awfully long time since I've actually gone ahead and, played this one. So, it'd be interesting to see, what I remember from back in the days. I remember that you can kind of okay, what happened to the grapples, stuff like that. So it definitely moves a lot slower than what I've been used to, Midcard Madness and what have you, with previous Smackdown games. Oh, goodness me, you think that shit don't stink, pal? I forgot about the whole stamina thing. I should have bloody turned that off. Maybe for the next match. Until then, let's just be on Rob. Boom! Oh, goodness me. Goodness me. Rob thinking now you can bloody hold off the big red machine, eh? Choke him out, Kane. Choke him out. Right. Let's get this done nice and early. Good old-fashioned choke slam. Ooh. Weird sound effect there. But meh, what are you gonna do? Alrighty then, match 2, Matt Hardy versus Gregory Helms, also known as the Hurricane. This is when Gregory Helms won the Cruiserweight Championship and literally held that belt hostage for the longest time. I mean, I'm not gonna lie, as when watching Gregory Helms, I really liked him. He was such an arrogant prick. You just couldn't help but hate him, kind of deal, and just worth it. Holy shit, what happened there? Oh damn, Gregory's getting in there. I mean, it looks like we're going to get more than just a 2-minute match, and Gregory really putting it in. Really putting it in there. Goodness me. I mean, it's not the best of start for me, let's just put it that way. But at the same time, I'm still trying to, figure out the buttons and everything like that. Ooh, goodness me. Gregory's really getting in there at the moment. Not good for me. Not good for me. Yeah, let's take a breather. Let's take a breather. Stamina's good, but that's because I barely use that. Damn, son. getting some momentum going. Barely done anything to him. It's like, damn, son. Oh, wow. Gregory is really fucking getting in there. He'll be hitting that Shining Wizard in no time soon. I mean, at the moment, it's just all Gregory. That's it. Just get some quick, cheeky attacks in. Build a bit of momentum. Maybe even get into tap. Come on, cinch it in. Build some momentum. Do some damage. Do that again. I mean, from what I've seen, like, and trying to still figure out kind of deal. Well, I turn stamina off. Good. Gravy! That's not good. I mean, at the moment, I don't think I've reversed one thing. The thing is, I'm tapping buttons and shit. Right, I gotta get out of the ring. There we go. Be on his head. Wow, I lost a lot of momentum there just by beating him on the head. What the hell? Come on, ref. Alright. Now we all remember the epic feud between Trish and Mickie. Well, especially leading into WrestleMania 21 when Mickie James first debuted on the main roster and everything. And, you know, and then, like I said, had the epic feud between them. Right. I mean, I'm still trying to figure out these controls at the moment, and the thing is, it's like, ooh, yeah. Gotta love a good old low blow. Especially when, as much as Vince and Co would try and basically be like, oh yeah, this never happened, you know, when Mickie went ahead and grabbed Trish's crotch during the match or something like that. Oop. Forgot about that. Right, let's regain some stamina for a sec. Boom. Oh! Went ahead and reversed my finisher straight away. But yeah, Vince and Co, they can make you believe that something didn't happen. But the thing is, as hardcore fans, we know it did. Right. So it's going to have to be a case of wait for it to tap out, or let's get some stamina back up. Waste a bit of time as well. Boom, 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 boom. Right, come on. Boom. Oh, goodness me. Trish getting back into it. Trish Stratus, absolute legend. I don't think much needs to be said about her. Christ. Not once, twice. You know. Not much needs to be said about Trish. Absolute legend. You know. One of the greatest women's wrestlers of all time. And here's the mid-kick. Boom. Let's finish this off. Bobby Lashley versus William Regal. William Regal, absolute legend. Anyone who says anything negative about him, you suck. But yeah, absolute legend. Nobody can touch William. But then you got Bobby Lashley, obviously former WWE champion, TNA World Champion. You know, he's jumped over to AEW now and he's having fun with the Hurt Syndicate. And you know what? Fair play to the dude. You know, he went ahead. He was unhappy in WWE, so fair play. I mean, like, he wanted to go ahead and, you know, work closely with MVP again. And he'd been campaigning to get the Hurt business back together and everything back in WWE. But obviously Vince just wasn't really all that interested. You know? I mean, at the moment, Williams definitely putting a hurting on me. You know? That's what it appears that he's doing. It's not good. Not a good start. You know, started out of the gates and similar to, what you call it? Wow! Who would have thought William Regal was that nimble? Hey? Right. I mean, it's definitely not good. I mean, William Regal against Bobby Lashley in real life would last no longer than 3 minutes. Guarantee that. I mean, I did not foresee that this match would go, for example, 90 seconds with Regal being so dominant. You know? But at the time, 2006, like, Lashley, still a very young man, you know, still getting to grips with the business and what have you. Got a huge push, United States champion, very quickly and everything. Ooh, naughty William. You know, got United States championship quite early, you know, and then got moved over to ECW and had that stupid ass feud with Vince McMahon over the ECW championship, and just what a pile of shit it was. I mean, I don't care what anybody says, the whole fucking feud was just bloody terrible. Right. Start putting a hurting on William. But yeah, the whole feud was just dumb. You know, and you think, and you look back on things as well, and you're just like, you know, you got the Battle of the Billionaires match, and you realise Donald Trump's in it, and you're just like, well, what can you do? I mean, yeah. I'm not here to talk about politics, son of a gun. I'm not here to talk politics, I'm not here to, you know, piss anyone off, but I mean, I think you can pretty much imagine from the way I just went about talking about the Battle of the Billionaires and my general feeling towards it. I'm just, yeah, just not interested. Just not interested, you know. But hey, we're here about wrestling, aren't we? That's what we're here for. And the thing is, this is so far the longest match. Longer than, you know, that barn burner between Matt Hardy. Oh, cheeky William again. You know, that barn burner between Matt Hardy and Gregory Helms. God, stupid stamina system. You're ruining my flow. Boom! Right. Here we go. Here we go, baby. I forgot Bobby Lashley did the spear. There we go. Big old fuck off spear. Count it, ref. Umaga and Carlito. Umaga, what could have been. I mean, we miss you every day, dude. We miss you every day. Carlito, you know, I'm glad Carlito's actually having a great time. You know, people will be like, oh yeah, but he's getting married, he's losing all the time while I was with the Judgment Day, and blah, 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 blah. You know, all that good shit. But personally, I think he's having more fun, you know, doing this kind of stuff. I think it's fun for him. What a unique move. That was a cool move, I won't lie. Let's see. Oh. Wanted to ignore that. But yeah, like, Umaga, again, just certainly one of those, oh, come on. Come on. You know, certainly one of those what could have been moments. Alright, let's regain some stamina whilst Carlito figures out what to do with his life. And then, boom! Right, so momentum's dropping. Let's get it back up. Let's do that move again. Or, wow, I haven't seen that since Smackdown. Smackdown 2. When Rikishi was first introduced. You know, I haven't seen that for God knows how long. And Samoan Spike, bitch. Boom. Ooh. Kick out at 2 after the spike. You son of a gun. Right, regain some of that stamina whilst he's down. Right, beat you down. Good old pump handle drop. Road Dogg's finisher. And let's just sit on his face one more time. Boom! Well, chest, but still. You get the point. So rip his head off. Go on, have it, son. Fine. How the hell did that take up so much stamina? Questions we must ask. I mean, we featured Umaga once before here on Main Event Wrestling, if you remember quite clearly. You know, when I did the roster nostalgia episode of SmackDown vs. Raw 2010. Then you'll remember quite nicely, like, Umaga being in one of my Elimination Chamber matches, and I can't believe Carlito just went ahead and reversed my second attempt at the Samoan Spike, but it looks like him having to go ahead and recover. Wait a sec. Carlito's head was on red. Oh, for fuck's sake. You know, his head was on red. And then it went back to orange. Right, sit on him. Bam. Okay. Let's do this. Let's finish you off. Sick of you. Again! Oh, smack my ass and call me Mary. Not literally, of course. I don't allow that. I mean, the game certainly moves a lot slower. Right, boom. Okay. Carlito. There we go. Boom. Down you go. Right. Now, pin. And that, as they say, is that. I'm sorry, like, the matches weren't longer, but apparently the game didn't want the matches to be longer. I mean, coming back to SmackDown vs. Raw 2007, I'm 99% sure that this was the last one I owned before finally going back into WWE games with 2K22. And I think it was the grapple system, the change of the grapple system, that kind of like threw me off and put me off. As well as the momentum system. It's like, I remember the momentum system with like No Mercy. And I remember with like No Mercy, I was frustrated because like, you know, you had to use certain means and tactics to be able to generate enough momentum to then win your match. And I was never really a fan of that. I know a lot of people love and speak so highly of it, you know, because it adds a sense of realism to it. You know, you build your momentum, excite the crowd, etc., and then you get the win. For me, on the other hand, I was never really super hot on that. And when I saw that that was going to be the case for, you know, well, after playing SmackDown vs. Raw 2007, I was just like, you know what? I'm good. I'm good. Because I'd become so accustomed to the buttons and the gameplay mechanics of like SmackDown 2, Just Bring It, Shut Your Mouth, Here Comes the Pain versus Raw and versus Raw 2006. Now, you know, on the 8th game, that they went ahead and completely revamped the control scheme. And I wasn't happy. I didn't like it. You know, and like I said, the momentum system, etc., just kind of put me off, threw me off, and I wasn't a fan. But yeah, I do apologise that the matches weren't exactly long, and I'm pretty sure that my spiel right now is longer than maybe one or two of those matches. Which, that being said, I am now bringing this to an end. So, thank you very much for joining me on this episode of Main Event Wrestling, and joining me once again for Midcard Madness. Maybe we'll do another Midcard Madness. Maybe we'll return to another one of the SmackDown games, and you know, go in through there. You know, maybe we'll go, you know, curtain jerker madness or lower card madness or some bollocks like that. Especially with SmackDown 2. I mean, like, I think that'd be a lot of fun. But yeah, thank you very much for joining me. As always, if you liked the video, give it a like. Share the video as well, because the more shares, the more views, the more that channel continues to grow, and the more I get to do this for you. Subscribe to L-1 Entertainment if this is your first time on the channel. Don't forget to check out all of the other content that's currently available, because you never know, there might be something that you like. And if you do subscribe, hit that notification bell so you are notified about any and all content that goes live onto the channel. Drop us a comment below. Do you remember most of these wrestlers? You know, Trish, Mickie, Umaga, Carlito. I know most of them still wrestle today and everything like that. But actually, you know, better question. What are your thoughts on them? What are their legacies? What's Gregory Helms' legacy? Is it as a Hurricane? Is it part of 3 Count in WCW? What's Mickie James's legacy? Will it forever be, you know, like attached to the original storyline with Trish? Was it like missed calls in her return? You know, what about Umaga? What's his legacy? You know, let's have a chat and let's take it from there. Anyway, thank you very much for joining me on this episode of Main Event Wrestling, and I will see you guys next time for some more 1, 2, 3 count Main Event Wrestling. Take it easy, everyone.